Welcome back to the Futurology, your go-to spot for the latest and greatest in the world of electric vehicles, EVs, the automotive industry, and everything related to shaping our sustainable future. Today, we're diving into a hotly debated topic: the big EV betrayal, Ford, GM, and Tesla's Supercharger saga. In a historic pivot towards sustainability and convenience, the automotive world is converging on a single vision for the future of electric vehicle, EV, charging. Spearheaded by Tesla's innovative Supercharger network, a series of landmark agreements have emerged, reshaping the landscape of EV infrastructure. Ford led the charge in May 2023, embracing the Tesla Supercharger network to double its customers' fast charging options. Soon after, General Motors announced its collaboration, marking a significant stride towards interoperability. These pioneers, joined by a growing list of automakers, are not just adopting Tesla's North American Charging Standard, NACS. They claim to be uniting for a future where EV charging is seamless, accessible, and universal. But why this sudden shift towards unity? The answer lies in pursuing a common goal: accelerating the adoption of electric vehicles and addressing the critical challenge of charging infrastructure fragmentation. By adopting a unified charging system, these industry giants claim to enhance customer convenience, bolster confidence in EV technology, and pave the way for a greener, more sustainable future. The dawn of electric vehicles promised a cleaner, greener future. But as the world races towards a unified and accessible charging infrastructure, we're beginning to see the other side of this electric dream. The journey began with a fragmented landscape of EV charging standards. With its Supercharger network, Tesla set a high bar for charging speed and convenience. In a groundbreaking shift, major automakers like Ford and GM adopted Tesla's North American Charging Standard, paving the way for a unified charging future. However, this unification comes at a cost. The surge in EV demand is increasing pressure on our electricity grids, often still reliant on fossil fuels. The environmental toll of mining lithium and cobalt for batteries is rising, and recycling these materials remains daunting. The unified charging push intensifies our electricity needs, risking greater reliance on non-renewable energy sources and thus inadvertently increasing greenhouse gas emissions. The environmental scars left by lithium and cobalt mining are deepening, with water sources depleted and landscapes altered. As the pile of difficult-to-recycle EV batteries grows, we face a looming e-waste crisis, challenging our vision of a cleaner future and asking us if EVs are actually good for the planet. For EV owners, the reality of charging is changing. Congestion at charging stations is becoming commonplace, transforming the convenience of electric driving into a test of patience. The promise of lower operating costs is also under threat, as standardization could lead to higher charging fees. Additionally, the distribution of charging stations might still favor urban over rural areas, leaving gaps in accessibility. A unified charging network, especially one that integrates billing and user data across different providers and vehicles, could raise concerns about cybersecurity and user data privacy. The risk of data breaches or unauthorized tracking of users' charging habits and locations will become significant issues that must be addressed. The unified network means navigating a sea of charging apps and memberships, a far cry from the simplicity once promised. The disparity in charging speeds and availability between urban and rural areas grows, risking a new mobility divide. And as the cost of maintaining and expanding the charging infrastructure falls on users, the economic benefits of owning an EV begin to diminish. Adopting a single charging standard, such as Tesla's NACS, can streamline operations and reduce complexity, but it also creates dependence on a single technology. If future technological advancements offer superior solutions, the industry might face challenges transitioning from the established standard, potentially leading to compatibility issues and additional costs for EV owners. On a global scale, the shift towards a unified charging standard disrupts established industries and supply chains. The race to control the EV charging infrastructure and battery production market is intensifying, with far-reaching implications for economic stability and job markets worldwide. Globally, the rush towards a singular charging standard could marginalize manufacturers and economies not aligned with the dominant technology, exacerbating global trade tensions. The economic burden of upgrading existing infrastructure and vehicles to comply with new standards threatens small and medium-sized enterprises, risking jobs and innovation. Furthermore, the concentration of power in the hands of a few large corporations could stifle competition, impacting consumer choice and potentially inflating prices across the EV ecosystem. The move towards a unified and accessible charging infrastructure marks a significant milestone in our electric journey. But as we navigate this road, we must remain vigilant, balancing our quest for convenience and sustainability with the responsibility to protect our planet, ensure equity for all EV owners, and safeguard our global economy. As we stand at the crossroads of an electric revolution, the path forward demands more than technological innovation. It calls for collaboration, thoughtful policy, and a commitment to equitable and sustainable development. By facing these challenges together, we can ensure that our journey towards an electrified future leaves no one behind and preserves the planet for generations to come.